Sistas Bonafide. Sistas Bonafide. Sistas Bonafide. I got my sister and me.
Hey sister girls, how y'all doing? Happy Sunday, Sunday Funday. Yes. Hope you guys had a great weekend. It's your girl Coco here, as you know. I know it's Sunday and I know it's like the end of the weekend. The weekends just go by too fast. Am I right? I'm just done. But it's okay because we're gonna start off the week on the right foot, make it do what it do as we always do, right? Okay, but I did want to come on here real quick to talk to you guys about this past week for me. Like, I feel like this past week was so emotionally draining for me. I don't know about y'all. And I'm the type of person where I tend to internalize a lot of things that I can't control. So, and my emotions get the best of me. And that's just me. I guess that's a Pisces. I don't know if it's a Pisces thing, but whatever. That's just how I am. So the two things that I'm talking about that really rocked me emotionally was, of course, Derek Chauvin's murder conviction of Mr. George Floyd. That was something that really took me for a loop. Just to be frank with y'all, I didn't follow the case at all. I felt like after having seen the murder of George Floyd in broad daylight, that was enough for me. It was just a little bit too traumatic for me. And I said I didn't want to invest my time into seeing a case that I thought honestly would not play out in our favors. I really thought that it was going to be a repetition of what has happened in the past. This is just something that will, he'll just walk with no charges or, just have no kind of, accountability for what he's done. So when it turned out that he was convicted on all three charges, I was like, wow, okay, this is good. But something in me just wasn't as excited as I could be. And I honestly, sis, I can't even explain what it was. I can't even tell you why I wasn't as excited as I should have been. Was I, relieved that something did happen? That this worked in our favor? Of course. Because I know how I would have felt if he had walked. I know I would have been, super upset about it and angry about it. But excuse me, this was just something that I just couldn't wrap my head around. I was just like, you know what? It's just not enough for me. It's something, maybe I just felt like something else was going to happen, right? I just had that woman's intuition where it was just something's just not right with this day. So, I called it what it was. I know that this happened. I know Derek Chauvin was convicted, which is great. But I said, you know what, I'm just going to take a break from social media for the day and let it be. So I'm scrolling at 12 a.m., getting ready for bed. And I see that a young lady in Columbus, Ohio, Makia Bryant, 16 years old, was murdered by the police. And that just kind of brought me back to earlier that day where I was like, you know what, this is what it was. And this all happened while, or maybe a couple hours after, Derek Chauvin was convicted. So I'm like, are we serious right now? We literally took steps in the right direction. Now we've been pushed back with this murder, with the murder of a young 16-year-old girl who, by the way, called the police because she was under attack. She was the one that was being attacked. She had a knife in her hand because she was about to be jumped. So she was defending herself. Okay. And I guess she had in her mind, let me call the cops just to be on the safe side. But it turned out that this police officer took it upon himself, instead of diffusing the situation and understanding what the issues were at hand, he took it upon himself to shoot to kill her. And I'm just like, where is the accountability? Where is the logic behind this? It does not make any logical sense that this would happen. Why are you going there with your gun blazed and ready to shoot to kill this young lady. She literally had the knife in her hand because she was defending herself. Okay? And I was also emotional too because people are trying to justify this. You cannot justify this. Like, you can't. And I get so upset because it's like, oh, what she shouldn't have had the knife in her hand. The girls came there to jump her. Okay? And then this is why I feel like some police officers, they don't need to be policing in, urban communities because they don't know what it's like there. They don't know how to interact with Black and brown people. They don't know what it means. Some of them probably don't even know what it means to actually be jumped. Like, do you know? I'm sorry, but the fact that he didn't have the decency or even the education to the knowledge to go in there and try to understand what was going on. He could have fired a warning shot. He could have, if he felt like he needed to have his gun out, which is just crazy to me. If he felt like he needed to do that, he could have shot her in the leg, in the knee. He could have tased her. Why do they have to shoot to kill Black and brown people? Why? When you literally have white people who physically fight with the police and are given the grace that of a saint. It's just like, I literally saw a video of a white male. He stabbed the police officer and just took off running. And all the police officers were doing was saying, stop, stop. They didn't shoot him. But yet, our Black skin is weaponized. Only because we're Black. Because we're defending ourselves. And let's not even talk about if you're a Black woman, obviously. Like, we're the least respected in this country, in this world. So it's just like, I don't know. I had a wave of emotions. There was just so much going on in my mind. It's just like, it could literally, one of the main things that was going on in my mind is that it could literally be me. It could be somebody that I love that looks like me, that looks like Makia, that looks like George Floyd, Dante Wright, anybody. It could literally be someone that I love or myself that's next. Like, God forbid, I may need help one day. I told y'all I have a crazy upstairs neighbor. What if he comes down here trying to, attack me? And I call the police. They'll probably shoot me first. They'll probably shoot me, period. Just because I'm Black, because my skin is weaponized. It has to stop. It has to stop. And I'm tired of hearing, oh, well, you guys have gang violence and all this. What does that mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? We're not talking about that. We're talking about police officers who are trained to protect us, and yet we're the ones that are being gunned down. Okay? I don't want to hear about that. And I'm tired of hearing about, oh, well, she shouldn't have had the knife in her hand. What would you have done in that situation? What would you have done? If you were being jumped, if you were about to be jumped by a group of people, what would you have done? You gonna let them sit there and jump you? No. So let's stop making excuses. Let's stop trying to find the worst in this situation that doesn't involve holding the right people accountable. And by the right people, I mean the police. That specific police officer. Stop doing it. And it hurts me that it's within our own communities that these things are being said. Like, that's a whole nother situation. But I had to come on here and talk to y'all about that. Like, it definitely took me for a loop. I'm better now. Like, I feel like I've made peace with it, with this situation. It's just totally unfortunate that it had to lead to another Black life being taken away at the hands of someone who was supposed to be protecting us. But I have to believe that there's a greater good in all of this, that we will get our just due at some point. But right now it's just we're constantly being forced to fight a fight that we're not winning, and it's just unfortunate. But on a positive note, I just love what I see from my black people. Like, I love what I see from y'all on social media, just embracing, and in the world in general, just embracing who we are. Like, we are beautiful, we are strong, we are talented. The world would not go around if it wasn't for us. Just look for my social media, entertainers and everything like that. Just look at the content that is on social media. White people ain't coming up with that. We're the ones we are the culture, extraordinaires that are coming up with this amazing content that's being stripped away from us by white people. And that's all. I'm not gonna get into that either, but I'm saying that to say we are the creators. We are the ones that are coming with all different types of just excellence. And no matter how much they try to bring us down and call us all types of derogatory names or try to steal our struggle, which is beyond me. Like, why would you want to struggle? Why would you want to be oppressed? Like, it just bugs me out. No matter how much they try to do that, we still stand strong. We still do what we need to do. We show up and show out. Okay, so I just had to come on here and talk to y'all about that. But thank y'all for listening to me. I feel even much better that I came on here to talk to my sisters and my brothers too. I didn't forget about y'all. I didn't forget about my brothers either. So thank you guys so much. I love you guys to death. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching and supporting. Like, you guys have really just made this experience for Zahia and myself just amazing. So thank y'all so much. We're gonna come back at you guys with another joint video this coming week. But until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed week, and stay safe out here in these streets, y'all. It's really crazy, as you guys know. Stay safe, but also enjoy your life. Okay? Love y'all. Bye. It's official. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Ding. Sistas Bonafide.